Hi, I got a homework question on this one, and I thought I'd maybe go through it for all of you. You're planning to paint a house. How many square feet will you need to paint? And then it gives some information about there are 4 windows, each 9 feet by 5 feet. I wrote that here. 2 windows, each 1 feet by 20 feet. I wrote that here. And 2 doors, each 80 inches by 36 inches that do not require paint. So in order to figure this out, we need to find the surface area of this house. And then subtract these windows and doors that are not going to require paint. So I kind of try to copy the picture. Sorry, my art skills are not amazing on this one, but you get the main idea here that we will have to add up the areas of some rectangles and triangles in order to figure out the surface area, and then subtract the areas of the windows and doors. So first, let's just add up all the rectangles. So I'm seeing a rectangle right here. Oops, sorry. I'm seeing a rectangle right here that is 40 feet by 50 feet. And then on the other side over here, we'd have an identical one. So we'd have 2 that are 40 feet by 50 feet. So I'll write that here. 2 times 40 by 50 plus, now I'm seeing one here that is 80 feet by 50 feet. And it would have one, of course, opposite, the same size, so 2 of those. Okay, and then that takes care of sort of the walls. I don't think you'll be painting the floor because that would be inside the house. We won't worry about that. Let's take a look at this rectangle right here. That one looks like it in the picture. It's being like shingled, like a roof. So I don't think we need to paint that. Same thing for whatever rectangle appears here. So the last thing we'll consider is this triangle shape, of which there would be 2, because there would be 1 on the other side as well. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. We do have 2 of them, so it would be 1/2 times the base, which is here, 40, times the height, which is given here, which is 20. So this is the 4 rectangles plus the 2 triangles. So let me get a calculator so I can figure that out. Once we have that, we'll then subtract. So 2 times 40 times 50 plus 2 times 80 times 50 plus 2 times 1/2 times 40 times 20. So it's 12,800. So now that we have that, we do need to subtract to account for the windows and doors that don't need paint. One thing I would say first is looking at the measurements of the doors, which are right here. They're in inches. We really needed to convert those to feet by dividing the inches by 12. That way we can keep everything in the same measurement. I didn't write it, but the units here would be feet squared or square feet. So we'll convert these measurements to feet by dividing by 12. So 80 divided by 12, it looks like it's 6 2/3 by 36 divided by 12, 3. So now we have the doors in terms of feet as well. I wrote 6 2/3 because that's exact. We might want to rewrite that as a mixed number. That would be 20/3. That way when we put it in our calculator, we can just write it as just a single fraction instead of worrying about the mixed number. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do our subtraction part. So I have my 12,800 minus, now I have 4 windows that are 9 by 5 feet, minus 2 windows that are 1 by 20 feet, minus 2 doors that are 20/3 feet by 3 feet. So let's put that in the calculator as well. Minus 4 times 9 times 5, minus 2 times 1 times 20, minus 2 times 20/3 times 3. And that's giving me 12,540, and that is also in square feet. So that is the answer to part A. What is the surface area?